All right, so here is the perennial heavyweight contender, former K1 World Grand Prix champion Alistair Overeem in DC. It's sort of hard to tell an effective history of heavyweights in MMA without coming across the name Overeem.
Yes, because he's been a champion in every organization he's ever fought. As you said, K1, Dream champion, Strikeforce champion, has not held the UFC title, but has competed for it before in his career and will be looking to earn another chance at the championship. High-level striker. But the one thing that is overlooked when you think of Alistair Overeem is that great guillotine choke that he has, that he's finished a number of opponents with.
How about the presence of Alistair Overeem, ready to make a statement here tonight? The last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. A lot of people felt like this was an eventuality. There were times where perhaps he and UFC President Dana White were at odds. Fedor Emelianenko, at long last, on the greatest proving ground in the sport.
You know, he is one of the biggest what-ifs of all time in regards to a UFC career. We finally get to find out. You are talking about a guy that dominated the heavyweight landscape for a really long time. Unbelievable combat sambo, great submission skills, and tremendous power in his hands. I'm so excited to see the last Emperor.
And when you talk about the Mount Rushmore of MMA, a lot of the professional fighters reserve a spot for this man, Fedor Emelianenko. We'll see how it goes for him in the octagon tonight. Fedor Emelianenko, ready to engage yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alistair Overeem! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Fedor!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. All right, well, this is fascinating. Fedor Emelianenko taking on Alistair Overeem. If you recall, Overeem has had some comments about Fedor in the past, alleging that he's not the greatest heavyweight of all time. Didn't feel like he had the right strength of schedule to be on that precipice. Overeem's got a real chance to write the script tonight.
Yeah, Overeem has an opportunity to prove his words were true. But Fedor Emelianenko believes that he is not only the greatest heavyweight of all time, but he can best Alistair Overeem. This is a beautiful matchup between two very talented strikers, but also two unbelievable submission artists. This will be a fantastic
lead kick landed there by Fedor. Oh, who is going to be the last man standing? We're just getting started, and they are getting after it.
These dudes are throwing bombs. This is going to be a great fight. Oh, nice body shot.
Oh, is that a massive knee to the head? Could be in trouble here.
Oh, nice right hand. That was a jab.
Slips to avoid the right. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, like the thought there. Good attempt at a counter. Ultimately, it's no good.
Big knee land right from the front midsection.
All All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Emelianenko's...
Oh, guillotine here. Yep, that gets his feet.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Oh, right into mouth. He's got to be careful here.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Use your hips to get up.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Dominate those wrists.
Nicely done. Emelianenko's right back to the full mount. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. That submission looks tight.
Oh, he's out! Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
That was sneak in. Nice strike.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Great commitment to the kicking game.
Oh, nice combination of elbows there in the clinch by the ring.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it. Good defense blocking that punch. The reach advantage has proven so beneficial. Another punch lands.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Final seconds here. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by Emelianenko. Well, new round, same result as he continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous round.
Way to test the chin there. Landed a beautiful combination to the head.
Emelianenko gets caught by that straight punch there.
Hands on your face.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and punches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
So once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Fedor Emelianenko gets touched by that kick there. Back and forth we go. Man, how good is that? The hard hook lands again. He has used that strike to great effect all night.
He has a great ability. Guillotine jump! He's out. What submission defense on display.
Overeem's pass is denied.
It's okay. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Striking from every position lands a strike from the bottom.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough.
That guillotine is tight.
Wow, fantastic submission defense yet again. Both fighters back to their feet now. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Don't stop.
2 minutes to go, round two. Effective use of the jab to the body there by Fedor.
It's a beautiful, fast-put jab with meaning.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Oh, and yet another knee finds the target. So a huge moment here. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. The Reem gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length. Of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Oh, a nice straight there by Emelianenko. Fedor's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Beautiful kick lands there.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Seconds winding down in round two. Round three next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Fedor Emelianenko gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can wrap. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Great block there.
Clean execution on that leg kick.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Overeem's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Useful strike there. The hook is clean.
Ooh, big shot made.
Eats a jab there. Clipped him with the right hand there.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Overeem's eye is starting to swell shut. That strike blocked by Fedor.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. Lands a nice leg kick.
Pressure. Keep going with that.
Clean punch.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of the stick.
Hook in the clinch there by Emelianenko.
And they clinch now.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
All right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good poker face, but I'm not sure how many more of these he wants to take.
No, he doesn't. He needs to do something different. He cannot continue to get beat up like this. But it's on his opponent. It's on the guy that is landing these strikes to continue down the path until he makes you change something. Do this over and over because it seems like this is your easiest path to victory.
So another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Fedor's shot there is blocked. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Looks like he's got the sub locked in tight now. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really starting to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight. Massive shot from the top.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, so Emelianenko's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
Ready. Ready. Do it.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, that one should leave a mark. Outstanding leg kick employed there by the Reem. Throws the right hand there. Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round. Leg kicks all day. His mobility is compromised. Might get it back a little bit as the fight continues, but that's an obvious move right now.
Well, it's going to take ice on the calf, ice on the thigh when he gets to the corner to try and bring it back. But once you get dead leg, there's not much you can do.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Overeem's doing a nice job there raising the guard to protect the eye with that block. You can't allow that cut to get worse as this fight continues. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert. Oh my goodness.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Gets to the single collar tie now. Oh, knee to the head. How did he swallow that one? Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Emelianenko gets hit by that leg kick. Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. It feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find a punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Overeem's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. Throwing that jab, no good. Under 2 minutes. Oh!
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Fedor Emelianenko gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Oh man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Making all these shots count. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Overeem's left leg is damaged now. Perhaps it was that last kick that did the damage, but you can see a clear limp that the fighter is dealing with right now. Big elbow there, Lance.
Not resting in the cut.
Oh, damaging knee to the head. Under 20 seconds now to go. Overeem's cut, not getting blood in his eyes per se, but that is a huge gash on the cheek. Kind of looks like a slot machine right now, and if we get in between rounds, the ringside physician and the cut man are going to have their work cut out for them. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
Worry about the cut. Just protect it.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Overeem's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. Oh, nice change up on the tempo. There is the hook in the clinch. Lands by Emelianenko. Unable to connect with a right hook. Overeem gets in the clinch yet again. Oh, misses with the jab.
Nice block.
Oh, he might get finished here. Went for the inside leg kick. Nice straight right lands.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered today.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though them, they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
Just misses with the left hook. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. To his feet. That blood becoming a real factor. Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked by Emelianenko. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes.
Heavy body kick lands.
Inside leg kick is there by Overeem. Yes.
It's another one of those ones where you might think about stopping it.
Oh, yeah, we got blood all over the broadcast table.
It's legit everywhere. It's all over us.
Heavy kick downstairs. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the round.
But that's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
Overeem's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game. Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Fedor!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.